So I had a client come to me the other day, and she had been talking to someone at work, a coworker who apparently does fitness modeling or something along those lines. And that fitness model had told her in passing that she actually didn't work her core very often because she didn't want, when she goes on stage, does a competition, whatever it is, she didn't want her waistline to appear larger than it was. The fitness model's trying to attain that perfect hourglass look, so we don't want to add anything to that waistline with unnecessary amounts of muscle. For years and years, these fitness models have been told, don't squat, don't deadlift, because we put such a load on our body, or we pick up such a load off the floor, that our core has to be extremely active. And it's actually one of the best ways to build overall core strength is your two main lifts there, your squat and your deadlift. So fitness models typically don't even do those. So just in passing, my client kind of freaked out. She's like, well, should I not be doing core then? Because my goals are to reduce my waistline as well. I don't want to get an inflated core. So she looks at me and she says, is doing core going to make my waist bigger? And I looked at her and I said, yeah, probably a little bit. A little bit. And by a little bit, I mean half an inch, 1 inch to your waistline might be added because you put on so much muscle on your rectus or your obliques or your low back. You might add an inch to your waistline. Wouldn't that be terrible if you had a stronger waist, you were able to, pick your groceries up off the floor without your back going out? Terrible, right? But the problem here is the perception. The perception is that planks or sit-ups or leg lifts or whatever core activity you're doing is what gives you abs or the sex lines or whatever you want to call them. The perception is all wrong. Don't worry about adding 1 inch to your waistline because you have a stronger core. Worry about getting your body fat percentage down to a level at which we can actually see all the hard work you've done on your core. For men, that's 10 to 11%. For women, that's 16 to 18% body fat that we're trying to get down to. Trust me, if you get down to those body fat percentages, you're not going to be concerned about that extra 1 inch you put on in your core. In fact, it's going to look better because you're going to have deeper ridges in your abdomen muscles. So get down to those percentages, and then we'll talk about whether you should or shouldn't be doing core.